All right, so the holidays are upon us and there are a ton of games to play. We're picking right now our top 3 games to play over the holiday season. And I'm kicking off things with a unique one. I'm talking about PacMan Mega Tunnel Battle over on Stadia. So that's definitely a unique game. I was able to check this out. Scott and I both did a review on it on the show, and it was just a cool twist on a battle royale game and platform that we've never actually had the ability to play before. You think of Pac-Man being a classic, and it just turns things a little differently when you start adding in 64 or 63 other players, and you're trying to be the last Pac-Man standing. You can win by getting the points taken care of or chomping on the last Pac-Man and taking the win. That is always a sweet way to play. So if you ever get the opportunity, that's my first pick. Nate, what do you have?
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out one day on your Stadia or whenever I get Stadia going. But
For sure.
I'm gonna have to go with Siege, man. This has kind of been the staple of my first-person shooting for the last like 5 years.
Yeah.
And I could tell you guys that with the newest update and just everything that they've done within the last year, it's honestly just such a good game that you can hop back into at any time. There are new operators. They're at like 60 operators now, I believe, maybe even more. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, they're constantly reworking maps to add them to the ranked map pool, which is awesome because it's been fairly limited for a while. So, you know, all these things are great. And man, like I said, Drew, we play this game almost every night.
Almost,
you know, I'm like rank 160, which isn't too crazy, but it's a lot of time, man. So
for sure.
Anyways, I recommend you guys check this one out. This is my top pick. What about you, Corey?
All right, so I don't know. Are we doing top picks, or are we just gonna do like any order?
That was just my personal
That's your top pick. Okay, well, no, I'm gonna keep in the same thread. I'm gonna stick with shooters, one that we've all been playing quite a bit of, and that's definitely Call of Duty. Whether it be Modern Warfare, Warzone, or the new Cold War. I've been playing a ton of Cold War, but I'm definitely still loving Warzone. They're doing, you know, a ton of updates to both right now. So it's definitely gonna be one of those games coming into this holiday season that's really gonna be starting to hit its stride. So we're going to be getting a lot more updates. We're going to get that Warzone integration into Cold War, I think, which is going to be really awesome here in the beginning of the month.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to kind of what the holiday season is going to bring for this game, because it's a lot of fun right now, but I think it's really going to kind of get its legs underneath it, because there's a bit of a slow start here at launch, but I think through the holidays, this one's definitely going to be a popular one.
No, absolutely. I don't think you can go wrong with Call of Duty, right? Let's be honest. No, for sure.
Yeah.
My second pick, boys, is a throwback. It's been a long time since I played this one, and it just got remastered and brought into the, I would call, current to next gen consoles, and I'm talking about Mafia. The Mafia Trilogy is out. Mafia 1 is back, and I am pumped, dude. I just got goosebumps. I'm so excited to play as Tommy again. It is so cool to be back in that gangster time period. Dude, the music, the cars, the character, the lifestyle, and just how he got thrown into getting into that gangster life was just awesome, and I am pumped to be back in. And it's the whole trilogy now, so it takes off from 1, you get into 2, and then you end up over in 3. Man, it's quite an adventure, and that's a long time. So holidays are here, you got some gaming time on your hands. Mafia Trilogy is definitely one you should check out.
Oh man, like that's a very valued package right there. Just so many hours worth of content all within one game. So that's sweet. My second pick, this is gonna be kind of an odd one. I've actually been talking about this on our news for the last like month or so, but Fallout 76, guys.
Oh,
I know.
I can't believe you saying this.
Game, we reviewed it way back,
Yeah,
and
we
it
did.
was, as everybody knows, it had a rough start. And honestly, it took a long time to kind of get its legs where they are. And, you know, man, I played about a month and a half ago. I started, and I'm rank 100, man. I got so addicted to this game. And, you know, for me, I'm a huge Elder Scrolls Fallout RPG fan, where you dive into these worlds and you just lose yourself for lots of time. So, you know, now that Fallout 76 is where it's at, man, and their most recent update that just launched in December, bringing the Brotherhood of Steel, it feels so much like a true Fallout experience. Something that we've all, you know, us personal fans have been lacking for quite some time. So I don't know. That's definitely one of my recommendations as well.
All right. Well, you know what, Nate? It's funny the way you're kind of describing your games is right. I'm following you in the same idea. It's a game I'm currently playing right now, and it's one I'm definitely really enjoying. Is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Okay. We had the review. I know you guys are a little bit mixed. I have been in the series since Brotherhood, so I've missed quite a few games here. So it's nice to kind of jump back in, and it's still, even though I know this doesn't necessarily play out like maybe Odyssey did or some of the better games in the series, I guess, compared to what some of the fans think, I really do like the direction they've taken this game. I'm really enjoying the characters, the storyline. It is a bit slow to get going, but so far I'm having a blast, and I think it's going to be one of those games where when you do have a couple weeks off, it's definitely one you can sink some time into. And you know, when you get out on the other end, I think you're going to be pretty happy with the final product. But right now, that's definitely the one. Like, I was playing it right before we started doing this, so like, I mean, nice. What can I say? It's definitely gonna be. It's one of my top picks for playing this holiday for sure.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I had mixed reactions, but well, that's the topic for another time. My last pick, though, and it is an awesome pick. If you haven't had the pleasure yet, you definitely gotta swing through the streets as Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is one of the best games this year that I've had the pleasure of playing. It is fantastic. The opening sequence with Spider-Man, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, holy wow. Oh, yeah. What a game. Like, it was, I played the minute I started, I couldn't put it down. I finished it. I absolutely 100%ed that game. There's nothing left on the map to do. And it wasn't a chore either. You know, sometimes it's a grind to get through some of this stuff. I just wanted to play more Spider-Man. Now when I'm done, I'm just waiting on DLC. So the sooner that comes out, Insomniac Games, that'd be nice. But in the meantime, if you haven't had the pleasure of playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, it's a must get. Whether it's on the PS4 or the PS5, you can't miss this one.
Oh man, I absolutely loved that game, man. We did our review and we both gave it a 10 out of 10 spoiler. But oh man, I can definitely recommend that one as well. But my final choice is a game that Drew and I actually just did a review in progress on, and that I'm currently still loving, and that's Immortal Phoenix Rising. This game, man, it's just, everything about it is just striking all the right notes, man. The story, the way it's portrayed, it's, some people I definitely know will not, you know, relate to it as well, but I love the sense of humor that they went for.
It's awesome.
And that the whole thing with this game is they knew exactly what they wanted to be. There was, you know, there's just beautiful open world Zelda-like experience. Not, you know, it's not exactly like Breath of the Wild, I can't say that, but it's got that feel, and you could tell that they were inspired by it. And honestly, by the creators of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I have to recommend this one for the holidays. I love this game.
Dude, it's a mix of both, right? It was a mix of Breath of the Wild meets Assassin's Creed. And if you're a fan of either one of those, you're not gonna want to miss out. This is a really cool game for sure. Corey,
yeah, you know,
what's your last pick, buddy? What you got?
That game has been taking all the buzz as of lately. Like, I'm excited to get kind of, when I get some free time, and the holidays is probably my shot here to jump in and check this one out, because you guys are making me jealous that I'm not playing this game yet. But to get to my last choice, and it's one that I've been playing off and on, and this is what I like about this game, the fact that I don't have to necessarily commit a ton of time to it, but when I do, I can sit down and play it for hours. And that game's Torchlight 3. And it's a fun hack and slash top-down dungeon crawler with a couple new kind of character classes this year compared to last year's game. So it's a lot of fun to jump into. You don't have to necessarily have played any of the games in this series to kind of understand what's going on here and how much fun it is. And the fact that you can jump in with your buddies and just kind of go wild in this one makes it kind of just the perfect, you know, perfect storm for kind of jumping in during this holiday season.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great game, Corey. And a tip from Corey and I, just jump into the multiplayer. Don't even try the single player.
Don't start single player, just multiplayer only.
Just go multiplayer so you can play with your friends. Yeah, you're welcome on that one. You'll thank us later. Those are our top 3 picks. Let us know at insidethegame.ca. What are you playing over the holidays?